Well, I guess when I'm writing nowadays, I do often write characters with South Asian backgrounds, like backgrounds similar to mine. I was born and grew up in the GTA, but I am South Asian. And I remember early on when I was writing, it seemed like there were these expectations for what I was supposed to write based on my background. Like when I was in grad school, there was a visiting guest professor who workshopped a story of mine, and he said, like, this story is not about this girl being Indian, so why does she have an Indian name? And when I heard that, I thought, like, I'm Indian, but it's not like I spend every waking hour reflecting on what it means to be Indian. I have other stories. So now I think I consciously set out to write a character with layers of experience and a character who doesn't just have that one story. No, definitely not. Nina, I guess she comes from like a seed of me. Like I heard a George Saunders interview where he said that when he writes a character, he tries to find a corollary of that character within himself. And I always, that rang really true to me. Like I think that's what I did with Nina. I wanted to write something that was emotionally true and like emotionally fearless, but the plot and the characters definitely aren't me. And I also like I do take settings from real life. For example, like old Halifax, or like the classroom setting. Like I teach post-secondary students. I've never taught high school, but I think the classroom is a place that's so like rich with potential stories. So I'll find like things from my life that and twist them a little bit, and then tell a story and post it onto that setting or context, but the plot and characters are all fictional. I think the dedication was the last thing that I wrote, and I changed the wording of it a few times, trying to just like pinpoint exactly what I wanted to say or like who it was for. Because like Nina is someone who experiences trauma as a young girl and just like never really talks about it, even decades later. I remember reading the statistic that like 2/3 of sexual assault survivors never report it. And I just remember that number sort of stuck in my head. And it felt at odds to most of the narratives I had read about sexual assault and abuse, because in most of those stories, it seemed like at some point the protagonist would confront their abuser or would find catharsis or justice. But in reality, that's far more rare. And I wanted to explore the other side of the story and what is apparently the more common experience of someone having that happen, but keeping that trauma a secret and just having to live with it to the point where it becomes a part of her identity.